In this video, we're going to look at working with variables in PHP. So go ahead and go to your resource pack directory, and in the strings and variables folder, go ahead and open up the fourth step, which is called string variable.step. Go ahead and copy the code and paste it over the code that's currently in your test.php file. This is a file that you should have created in previous videos. This is a simple example of using a variable. Let's go ahead and check it out in the browser. So I'm going to jump to the browser and refresh the test.php file. Notice it says hello world. Now the difference between this hello world and the hello world that we had previously is that this is dynamic. We can change the word world. I'm going to jump back to the editor. So this first line is where we define the variable, and this second line is where we use it in a print statement. Now you may remember from algebra that a variable holds some kind of value. It's like a pointer to a value that can change over time. In algebra, variables stand for numbers of some kind, but in PHP, variables can hold all kinds of data. So think of a variable as a little package that can include all kinds of things. It can include the entire content of a web page. It can include a number. It can include some other types of data that we're going to be talking about later. And the structure of a variable is simple. You begin with a $sign and then a name of some kind. You can name it anything you like as long as it follows a couple of conventions. First of all, you need to use characters between A to Z and 0 to 9. You can also use underscores. You can't start with a number, but any combination of uppercase and lowercase letters are okay. Most of the time, you'll name a variable based on what its value is supposed to signify. So in this case, since we're just using an example, it's called SomeString. Now to assign a value to a variable, you use an equal sign, and in this case, we're assigning it the value of a string. This string is simple, it just says world. Now that we have a value in this variable, we can use this variable in our code. So if we look at this print statement, it says print hello, and then we use concatenation, that's what these periods are for, in order to pull in this variable SomeString, and then we use concatenation again to add this exclamation mark at the end. When this prints out, it's going to print out the value of SomeString, which in this case is world, but we can change that. So I'm going to go ahead and change the word world to the word bill. And let's save this and jump to our browser and refresh. Now it says, hello Bill. I'm going to jump back to the editor. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at some more variable examples.